So I'm testing. I'm testing this format. I'm testing how this would work. I mean, overall, but to me, this might actually this thing might actually work better because the angle to me actually fits. But I don't know. How are you doing today, by the way? So, yeah, it looks good. It looks good, definitely. But uh, uh, sorry to talk about this, but it seemed like you're on like like a lot of streams, the ones that are against DCU and the ones that are for DCU and everything. I'm a little confused about that. Like you're in streams that like CS the director and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, overall, just okay. Go. Discord. Okay, I'm gonna to this Discord and go to StreamYard links and paste. This will work. So I'm actually, yeah, so I did share the link this way. Yeah, definitely the quality of the camera looks better. Like the angle makes it seem more sort of relaxed, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still kind of experimenting on how I should do this. But for now, I think I'm doing pretty well. Um, considering, and this framing makes it kind of interesting. Yeah, but overall, I'm just curious on how I can see. Hmm, yeah, so overall, I did that, and I'm gonna actually see how to do any of this really. Really don't know what else to really talk about. Um, so I'm gonna actually probably respond to this, and it is fine because he doesn't really show the thing. So
Hey everyone,
hi
Shot back
everyone.
at it, and we are back with a brand new video in months and months. Man, I've been inconsistent, but I'm trying to, do things. I'm doing other things. I'm not focused, but I just had to make this video.
You
I
had
just
to.
had to make this video.
Yeah,
And by the way, watch out for new videos coming soon. I might post a boys video
yada
for
yada yada
season
yada.
5. I'll let you know my thoughts on season 5. Here's a
Yeah.
hint. I think that season is absolute garbage. I might post an Invincible review.
Oh, so
I
he's
think
pretty
that
negative
season
on
is
a lot of stuff.
mediocre. But I'll go more in depth with those videos if I do it. I'm not going to promise anything. I always promise stuff, and I never get it out on time. And if I do get it out on time, it's months and months after. But
So he's
you
very
know,
negative
I
about
just had
stuff.
to. I just had to record
Okay.
this video because I'm honestly in shock of what I was watching. And if you know what the day is,
Okay.
you know that recently, just a
Mhm.
couple hours ago, the
Yeah.
new Lanterns trailer was posted.
Teaser trailer.
The
Yeah.
new Lanterns trailer was posted
Teaser trailer.
a couple hours ago by James Gunn and by HBO Max on
Mhm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And I watched the video and
Yeah.
I watched the trailer,
Teaser
and
trailer.
man, it surprised me. It really surprised me. I didn't expect the trailer to
Teaser.
be so terrible. That trailer is awful.
Could you explain?
You should have seen my face when watching that trailer.
Explain.
Now, I'm not going to exaggerate and say, it's the worst thing ever. There's no chance it's successful, because it seems that if you look at the comments, if you look at
Hmm?
what people are saying, it seems that
Yeah.
people like it.
Yeah.
But I have more than a few issues with this trailer. This
Okay.
trailer is a big piece of trash. It
Explain.
has no value. It's poop on a pavement. That's what this trailer is the
Explain.
equivalent to.
You took
You're telling me that
almost
I waited
three
for
minutes.
months for a second trailer. The
You
first
took
trailer, the first
You're
trailer was
taking
already a
3
big piece of
minutes.
trash. It was one of the worst teaser trailers I've ever seen. Nothing happened. No constructs, nothing. The suit was trash. The trailer, the dialogue sucked. Force F bombs and just horrible
Of course,
characterization.
this is a HBO show.
Just trash, right?
No.
So I turn on a second trailer. What is it, 2 minutes?
Teaser.
And I expected an improvement.
It
I,
is.
I didn't even look at the trailer at first. I went to the comments. People were saying, we finally got green constructs. You wanted green,
Yeah.
there you go. This
Yeah.
trailer is an improvement.
Mhm.
People are glazing this trailer left and right?
Not really glazing. It's
So
saying
I
it's
just
improvement.
had to see what people were talking about.
Yeah.
And I came in with an open mind. I gave it a chance.
No, you're looking for negative things about it because you were bashing on the other one so hard that it seems like you're looking for negative things about it. But when people say give it a chance, they're just covering their butts.
And when I tell you, after finishing this trailer, after finishing this dog water trailer,
Mhm.
I just said, forget it, bro.
Okay.
I closed the tab and I said, I'm done.
All right.
And I'm getting very done with this universe. I'll be honest.
See right there, it already shows that you had negative things about the universe throughout.
When this universe was announced in 2022.
Okay. Yeah.
2022. 4
Mhm.
years ago, by the way.
All right.
This universe was announced. I was excited. I like James Gunn. In fact, I think, that was just before Guardians. Maybe it was actually after Guardians. I'm not too sure. It could have been 2023 actually. But I knew Guardians was going to be good, or if the announcement happened after, it was good. Guardians 3 was amazing. It is the best post-Endgame movie. It is better than No Way Home. It is better than whatever movie, the Thunderbolts, Fantastic. It doesn't matter. James Gunn did his thing with that, right? So I had faith. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the announcements. You know, we weren't getting the usual Batman, Wonder Woman type of slate. We were getting something different.
I guess he was
the Authority.
About that.
What the hell is the Authority? It doesn't matter. We were getting it. We were getting Lanterns TV show. Okay. True Detective inspired. Okay, that sounds good. HBO. All right. Peacemaker season 2. Okay. I like Peacemaker season 1. You know, we were getting Superman. Hasn't had a Superman in 10 years. Nice. So I came into this with hope. Fast forward 2 years, 2024, right? Creature Commandos, mid. I made my review on it, mid. You know, so you already started off
character development with focusing on each character and understanding all the how they live and how they work and all their personalities and stuff, and how the story develops
the universe with an animated TV show that not a lot of people watch, by the way, and it was mid. Bad start already. So then we go to Superman, which I thought was pretty. It was fine. You know, it was solid for what it was. I actually enjoyed it. I had my issues, but for the most part, I thought it was very solid. I enjoyed it for the most part. So I don't even have complaints there. Then we go to Peacemaker season. We go to Peacemaker season 2, man. Trash. Complete and utter garbage.
The only thing that people are really bashing on is the very last episode, but throughout, people were focused on it. I'm guessing he's gonna go
no in. Value, nothing. A filler season might as well have been. Trash. The diarrhea I had has more value than that season. Trash.
Of course, it's using the restroom has value because you're releasing all the bowels of your system and becoming more healthy because all the bad stuff coming out of your system. So I don't know what that is, but
3 out of 10 season, 2 out of 10 season, complete garbage. Not just the finale, the entire season was trash. Nothing in that season made sense. Garbage.
What do you mean?
So we got
the whole season was Peacemaker finding another universe that feels better than his, and he feels trapped in his own universe, so he sees the potential of living in another universe, but things go wrong where his Rick Flag Sr. wants revenge and everything. So a lot of things like that. But
those 3 things out of the way. Those are the only 3 official things released since the announcement.
Yeah.
But you look at the MCU. You looked at 2008. You had 2 movies in 1 year. You had you had Iron Man 1 and Hulk.
Yeah, that was because there was no TV shows connected to it.
Hulk. Then Hulk wasn't well received. But guess what? I like Hulk better.
It's not Hulk. It's the Incredible Hulk. Hulk was the Bruce Banner, Banner, that Hulk, the Ang Lee Hulk.
Than almost every single DCU project so far. Yes, it is better in my opinion. Iron Man 1 blows Superman out the water. Facts, right? So you already had those 2 movies. And then you had Thor after that, which was trash. And then you had Captain America after that, which was good, actually. Very good. In fact, I'll say this. Captain America: The First Avenger is a better Superman movie than Superman. Yup, I said it. I said it.
Doesn't make sense.
That's what I wanted Superman to be, you know. But like I said, Superman, for what it is, was solid. It was a good, entertaining film. But sure, you had Captain America, and then you had, guess what? Well, you actually had Iron Man 2, which was trash before that, and then you had Captain America.
He's not mentioning the fact that James Gunn's The Suicide Squad was actually connected to it, and Blue Beetle might be connected to it too. A little more loosely connected, but still connected.
And then you had the Avengers, all in the span of 4 years, right? All in the span of 4 years since the announcement. So you had the announcement for the DCU in 2022 or three.
Yeah.
And 4 or 3 years later, we have 3 projects, 2 of which are bad, and 1 of which are solid or good at best. Right? So do you see where I'm going with this? So the MCU, sure, it had a rocky start, but the phase ended off with the Avengers, which is probably one of the best comic book movies ever. And it did have
geez, you like Joss Whedon?
Around 2 or 3 solid movies. I think some of those movies are underrated, except for Iron Man 2, which is horrible, and Thor 1, which is horrible. So you get my point. The MCU has already started off better than the DCU. And I'm comparing the two.
He's not mentioning the fact that the MCU first phase was Paramount.
Because I thought James Gunn would be better. I thought, his plan was all over the place, but I liked how different it was. But you're telling me in 3 or 4 years, we've only gotten 3 projects. 3 projects, right?
TV shows
and
is a separate
2 of them
thing.
have been mid and trash, and the other one was good at best. Which it should have been amazing, because DC needs an amazing movie that's not a Batman movie. Right? So that's already a problem. And then we go to Supergirl. If you see my video on that, you know how I feel about that. Mid. I don't expect that movie to be anywhere above a 5 out of 10 at best. Mid as hell. Nothing is appealing about that movie. You look at the comic panels and the comic art and just some of the dialogue from the comics, and they turned that movie and it looks like Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And no, not just because it takes on place in space. It just looks washed out, drained out, colorless, trash. Music choices trash. I don't know what they're doing. I don't like it. Krim, that Krim design is horrible. Like almost all James Gunn's designs. Horrible, that Krim design. Looks like a Ravager from Guardians of the Galaxy. So I don't.
It's not even directed by him, not written by him or anything. Craig Gillespie designed it.
Like that. I'm going to give it a chance, but I don't think it's going to be good. I'm going to give all this stuff a chance, by the way. I'm not coming
expecting it not to be good makes it easier to not like it.
With hatred, like a Snyder bot. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm giving James Gunn a chance, like I gave Snyder a chance.
It's good that he's acknowledging that Snyder fans are crazy.
Like I gave Taika Waititi a chance, like I gave, Nolan a chance, Feige, the Russo brothers. I give all these guys a chance, no matter if I hated what they made in the past or what.
Yeah.
So then after Supergirl, we had Clayface. I actually really like that Clayface trailer. That Clayface trailer was tough. It was nice. It looked well produced. It looked like they're going to a full horror. I like that. Something different. Get away from the oversaturated popcorn films. We've done it already 100 times.
So overall, he says Marvel has a few like really good movies and also really, really bad movies. The equivalent amount of Superman's the DC stuff. So it did kind of start similar, even though he's saying that Marvel started better, even though the first phase of the MCU was not Disney. I mean, if you see the original like first few movies in the MCU, you'll see a Paramount logo instead of a Disney logo. Pretty sure.
Do something different, right? Clayface, I have no complaints about that. I am looking
Yeah.
forward to that the most. And do you know how crazy that sounds? I am looking forward to a Clayface film the most out of the DCU. I am not looking forward to the next Superman movie. I'm not looking forward to
It's not really a next Superman movie, but
Supergirl or Green Lanterns. I'm looking forward to Clayface. That
eh,
is sad, bro.
not really sad because Clayface is a Batman villain, but
That is very sad. But that's beside the point. Clayface, nice.
okay,
And then we get on to Lanterns.
okay.
Wow, this is bad, bro. This is bad. I don't know what else to call it. It looks complete and utter garbage. It looks worse than the 2011 Ryan Reynolds film.
Oh, this is a crazy take.
That's what it looks like. People like to cope and say, "Oh, we can't do another space epic again because you saw the 2011 Ryan Reynolds film. It was bad. The CGI was bad, bro. We're in 2026.
Hmm?
2026. Do you know
Yeah,
how much CGI has evolved from 2011 to 2026?
yeah,
Go watch Avatar 1. Was
yeah,
released in 2009. Looked
hmm,
amazing for its time. And it still does look amazing now.
yeah,
But go watch that.
yeah,
And then go watch Avatar: A Way of the Water or Fire and Ash,
okay,
which looks 100 times better.
okay,
We would have never thought films could look like that with
yeah.
CGI. But it looks 100 times better.
Go
You're
on.
trying to tell me because, oh, Ryan Reynolds, he makes fun of the film all the time, so it can't be set in space, or if it's set in space, it's going to turn off casual view. There's just so many cope excuses, bro. So many excuses. It's like,
Okay.
how many more excuses are these fanboys going to make? I have to say it. These James Gunn nut huggers are getting as bad as the Snyder nut huggers. And that sucks because I like both of those guys. I like both of those guys. I like both of their movies.
Okay.
But it
This
gets
is
to a
not
point
James
where
Gunn's projects.
the James Gunn nut huggers and these DCU fanboys are becoming delusional. So we go on
It
to
looks
the
bad though.
Green Lantern
Still
trailer.
haven't.
And I'll just tell you my review of that because I've been this whole video is messy. It's all over the place. This is really a DCU rant, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
But let's go to the Lanterns trailer. What didn't I like about it? Matter of fact, I'll tell you what I liked about it first. I want to be
Yeah.
positive. I don't want this to be an overly negative video.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the CGI looks relatively well done.
Mhm.
It doesn't look pathetic. It doesn't look like Thor: Love and Trash CGI. It looks actually solid. It looks well produced. It looks well done, especially for a TV show. It's not even a movie. So I congratulate all the VFX producers, the CGI artists, all of them.
So why'd you bash on the whole people not liking the CGI of the Green Lantern whenever you're complimenting this CGI?
Great job. I like the cast still. I still like the cast. At least the leads. I like Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner.
Hmm.
I liked Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. I liked Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. I like them. Great casting for the three main lanterns.
Yeah.
I liked some of the action in the trailer. Some of the action looks nice. Good job. And that's about it. That's about it. The rest of the trailer looks horrible.
What
The
else?
rest of the trailer looks terrible.
What was the actual negative thing?
The suit, that suit.
Hmm?
It might be one of the worst comic book suits I've ever seen in my life.
I get you this that it doesn't look that good, but worst comic book movie suits is pushing it. You don't remember George Clooney?
I prefer the Lantern CW suit. Concept art over that. I'm not even kidding with you. I'm not joking around. I prefer the 2011 CG.
I'm just gonna say.
Abomination suit over that suit. Why does every single James Gunn suit look big, overly padded, baggy?
It's not James
Why
Gunn.
does every James Gunn suit look like that? Look at Superman. His suit
Not
look like that.
James Gunn.
Guy Gardner, leather suit. What are we doing with the leather suits? What are we in 2000s? What is this, X-Men? What are we doing, right? So the suit looks horrible. It doesn't even look green. It looks some washed out brown garbage. Armor, they
Sides
took
have
inspiration
green. Shoulders have
from
green.
Earth One, Green Lantern, trash. That suit is trash. And it looks even worse than that. So it's automatically bad. That's all. That's the first thing that's bad. That's the first thing that caught my attention because I think that was in the thumbnail. So I already went to the trailer with an open mind, yes, but that was the first bad thing I saw before I even played the trailer. The second thing that makes me hate this trailer and confirms what I've already known is that Hal Jordan, spoiler alert, will die in this series.
Still no
James Gunn has
confirmation.
talked about his DCU being non-linear. There will be prequel films, there will be prequel shows, there will be shows in the future, films in the future.
Mhm.
You know, he's already talked about it. He said it would be like Star Wars. You know how Star Wars has the prequels, the sequels, the original trilogy,
And
all the
Clayface
shows
before
taking place
Superman.
in between.
Yeah.
James Gunn has already said that that's what the DCU will be like.
Okay.
So he's already getting us prepared for what's about to happen. We have a 60-year-old Hal Jordan, 60 years old, which means that if somehow they don't kill Hal Jordan, we will have a 70-year-old Hal Jordan
Yeah,
by
like
the
Henry
time this
Cavill and
DCU
stuff.
is over.
Ben Affleck.
Just think about that for example, a second. So
He's kinda
already we're
old,
starting
Ben
off
Affleck
wrong with
is.
the wrong cat. You know, I like Kyle Chandler, but it's just wrong casting by default because of the age. We're gonna have a 6-year-old Hal Jordan with a 30-year-old Superman.
53.
Good job with the casting, right? So we have that. We have Hal Jordan. He's gonna die. The death,
No
all of it,
confirmation.
unless this is some amazing, misleading, whatever. We already know it's gonna die. They
No
can't help
confirmation.
themselves. Hollywood cannot help themselves.
No
And
confirmation.
if you don't want to get political, we don't gotta get political.
No
But
confirmation.
it's a common reoccurrence where you have
Okay.
black leads.
Took a few decent amount of minutes talking about just that one topic.
Replace white leads. It's so common. And it's not just Hollywood, it's comics. Just look at Captain Falcon replacing Captain America. It's the same thing. You know, they can't help themselves. They really cannot help themselves. Instead of giving us a prime Hal Jordan and a prime John Stewart together as Lanterns with Guy Gardner in his prime, you can even throw Kyle Rayner there. Instead of giving us those four guys, they give us a 6-year-old Hal Jordan that's way out of his prime, that hates clearly from this.
So Ben Affleck is way out of his prime. He's 53.
Trailer hates being a Green Lantern. You have that. And he also makes fun of his.
He doesn't say he hates being a Green Lantern. He's tired of John Stewart, and whenever he wants to see the Green Lantern thing, he's really focused on being a really good Green Lantern, and he just brushes off John Stewart's criticisms.
Teammates and his co-workers and his fellow soldiers, by the way. That's what I did like in the first trailer. So you have that Hal Jordan, who's angry, washed up, shriveled, old, depressed, nihilistic. You have that. And then you have the young upstart. You have the young upstart who wants his job. You're gonna have a cocky, like this. The characterization is just so off. You're gonna have a
People that love the comics said that it's spot on for Hal Jordan, being cocky, being a person that wants to that's stuck in his own ways, and you know, that kind of thing.
cocky, this is my job. I'm gonna replace the white man.
No, hi. Hi. And if you want, here's a here's the thing. Yeah, I get that. But this guy just says it's trash without saying like good points. He says like, "Oh, Hal Jordan's gonna die for sure," even though there's no confirmation. And he's like, "Oh, he's like a old, lazy like person and everything." Well, in the trailer, he's cocky and he's stuck in his old ways, and he's training John Stewart, but in a way where he was trained by Sinestro. So he was trained by Sinestro, so he's sticking to his training that he got from Sinestro. So it's gonna be flawed, you know. Hal Jordan needs to learn to train people in his way instead of his old mentor that became a Yellow Lantern, you know. Yeah. It says a rant and everything, but it is dumb. Like he spends way too much in one topic. He's like he makes one point and then he spends like 5 minutes in that one point. When it's like a video like this should be like 1 to 2 minutes per point. And I was like, when I was watching, I was like, um, just come on, just get to your point and move on, and then do different points. And he can't he's he says it's the worst costume. Like I agree, it's not the best costume, but he says it's the worst superhero costume he ever seen, and that means he hasn't ever seen the George Clooney Batman suit. The George Clooney Batman suit is the worst ever seen, ever. So yeah, but overall, if you want to join, you can join the live right there. But yeah, I just wanted to
You're gonna have a cocky John Stewart who wants to
okay.
take the ring from Hal Jordan. Do you want to know what the number one issue with that is?
No,
It makes zero sense.
it makes
Zero
complete
sense.
sense.
The
It makes complete sense because originally he'll be cocky and then he becomes a good Green Lantern as the show goes on, and he realizes, oh, I need to be a better person. Oh, I need to, you know.
ring. If these idiots read a comic book, or if they even watched a movie or anything,
Yeah.
animated, whatever, they would know that you cannot take the ring just because. The ring has to choose you.
You don't take the ring. The whole point that even in the teaser, it said he didn't I didn't interview it for the position. I had the position, which means the ring did choose him, which means he yeah, that was said in the trailer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was said in the trailer. He the whole point is he trains to get the ring because yeah, it was stated. Yeah, the nitpicking is crazy. Yeah, the nitpicking is crazy. And if he knew how the Green Lantern, like the Lantern's idea works, is there's a guy that really wanted to be a Green Lantern, really trained to be a Green Lantern, really like studied how to be a Green Lantern and everything, but the Green Lantern didn't choose him. He wasn't his willpower wasn't good enough and everything. He was like selfish, so his selfishness didn't work. So so someone took advantage of that, and then the Red Lantern guy took advantage of that and made that guy mad at the Green Lantern things, and then he became a Red Lantern instead. There was a guy that yeah for sure there was a guy that became a Red Lantern because he wanted to be a Green Lantern, and then there's also another person where um it's a guy that his wife died and he was really sad, and then he became a Gray Lantern, which is mourning, you know, your sad like sadness kind of thing, and his power was like really powerful. And then there's also a Phantom Lantern, where it's a lantern that that mimics other color lanterns. So like there's plenty of other things, of course, but the teaser mentioning don't be afraid and everything. Are you afraid? Are you afraid? And stuff like that. It makes me think it's gonna be about Sinestro becoming a Yellow Lantern and building up the Sinestro core, because what's cool about Sinestro is this the Yellow Lanterns didn't exist until Sinestro um, took it over, like built it up. So that's pretty cool, I would say. But this person doesn't seem
It can
to.
choose you permanently, it can choose you temporarily, it can choose you for 1 second. It doesn't matter. The ring has to choose you.
Yeah, you train to become chosen.
You cannot kill someone. If I came up to Hal Jordan with a gun and shot him in the head, and he didn't expect it, I can't take the ring and grab the ring and now it's mine. That's not how it works.
Yes, that's the point. The teaser trailer showed it. He Once he got the ring, it was glowing and was like, yes, this is a person that could use it. The teaser
This is not an
explained it.
infinity stone. The ring chooses you. The ring.
Okay, I'm gonna edit this. It says in the teaser, it's explained. So I added that comment for that. The whole discourse around the DCU has all been about suits and costume design rather than the stories itself. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And this guy says it's the worst costume ever. That doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's all I have to say, and I'm gonna actually do this. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Gonna do that. Sorry about that. I had to. There you go. So yeah. So how's it going, everybody? And if anything, I made sure if y'all want to join, there it is. And I see there's a few people here. And there is yeah, so and that is it. Yeah, the teaser itself, I actually enjoyed. And the only gripe I would say is whenever I saw Sinestro, he was like more like a human thing. But of course, Sinestro in the comics can become more like an alien um, thing because he's probably disguising himself or something. But that's one of my issues. Unless that's not Sinestro, you know, that could be a possibility. But overall, I did enjoy it. The suit is the one that I understand people don't like, but I don't think it's the worst. So I would say that one. And I, the one thing I actually am impressed by is the characters. The characters itself. How is that kind of person where he is kind of a sort of cocky, but he's also wants to stick to to what he learned and doesn't want to go outside of that. And that's what he's gonna learn in the show. Where in the show he's gonna say like, maybe I was wrong, kind of thing, and that would be a possibility. And John Stewart would learn to open up to Hal, to you know, to get to know him and understand where he's coming from, stuff like that. But overall, the I would say a little negative thing. I would say also is for sure there should have been more interactions with other characters because they focused on John Stewart and Hal Jordan together a little too much, I'd say. So that's one issue I could understand. But yeah. But overall, the fact that Guy Gardner's there, that makes it interesting, and the fact that whenever he said the line saying "I'm the only human" makes me interested in saying that if they confirm that Guy Gardner is only half human, that would make it crazy because that would confirm that Guy Gardner would be the most powerful Green Lantern. He's not the best Green Lantern, but he's the most powerful in the precinct Earth team of the Green Lanterns. Guy Gardner is technically have the like most willpower and stuff like that. He's a warrior race, which is like crazy because the race that he is sort of like an instinct extinct race that lives on through Guy Gardner. So it's pretty interesting how that works. But yeah, for now, randomly I saw like 5 people. Not sure why. Now it's like 2 people now. So I'm just curious why that's the case. I'm gonna actually. Oh, I'm gonna do this maybe. Like this would be pretty cool. And the green screen is actually pretty good here. Like I'm using my phone camera, so yeah, the green screen's actually yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, anyone? Hmm, uh, so since the thing's way up there, I'm gonna post it again. And, share you this. This is still that. So yeah, so yeah. So yeah, overall, I think that Green Lantern's teaser makes it more interesting than others expected, and other people, for some reason, hates it more because of that. I'm not sure. So overall, I'm gonna okay. So here is another time this person has been crazy. Here is this. and I'm pretty sure this like right here is probably from him. He probably liked his own post to make it like look like he's good. But I'm gonna actually report this for harassment and bullying, and report. Then boom, I'm gonna constantly report it because it's clearly harassment and bullying, no matter what. So I'm gonna actually so I'm just curious on how all of this could work. So I'm gonna actually react to this.
No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. It is. But
I'm gonna actually remove that. Stop screen sharing. Okay. I'm gonna actually start with
let's check it out. Let's get it.
This ring, it's the greatest weapon in the universe.
react to this.
When and if to use it. That's the
Okay.
whole ball game, Junior.
I'm gonna actually
Did you just use that ring to counter that?
go over this because that's
Are you
gonna be actual
Right.
footage.
Out the first one. I don't understand why they didn't just release this. This was a better teaser. I liked the little red beams coming out the sky. Maybe that's Sinestro,
Reese's
or I
positive.
forgot that dude's name, the red Green Lantern. That was a cool shot. We saw a little glimpse of Hal Jordan in his suit.
Yeah.
But you know, it was an okay trailer. I think it was a better trailer than the first one.
At least he's positive.
Am I blown away? Not really. You
It's a
know, and like I
teaser.
said, you know, the DCU fans want me to glaze this trailer. They want me to be like, oh my gosh.
No, I don't. I want you to at least be more of a positive on this because you've been negative pretty much constantly. So any positive thing.
This is the greatest trailer I think I've ever seen. That's how the DCU fans want me to react to
No, I don't.
the DCU stuff. And I've given props when props are due. This is a better trailer than that first one. I like Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. I think he fits that role very well. Kyle Chandler, I think that's his name. I like him as Hal Jordan. But the show has a lot of adversity going against it. You already got the fans who are not going to show up. You got the show writer who came out and said that they didn't include Green because it sounded stupid. And then
It was a joke.
you have, the delusional DCU fan base who thinks he was joking, but there's literally.
He said he was joking. He told the thing. He apologized in a whole message. So I believe that it was a joke. I believe the words from the person that said it over a person that is negative about it.
No Green in the title still.
Green doesn't need to be in the title. Man of Steel didn't have Superman in the title. The Lantern is part of the name of the Green Lantern thing. So, Man of Steel, why wasn't Superman? Why wasn't it Blue Boy Scout?
And then you just have all the adversity from the current DCU slate. And you have people, like I talked about in my video yesterday, you have people hating on other people because they have a different taste than them. So people are just not.
Yeah, like when I was being bullied multiple times, especially the one I just showed from Rorschach, especially the fact that Tavo Skyberg did that. He no longer does that. So that I respect him for not doing that anymore. But yeah. And then even outside the whole suing thing, Aaron Fisher did mention me outside of that. And yeah, that's all I've got.
Not going to show up. If Lanterns turned out to be a good show, which I don't trust anything with James Gunn.
He's not writing it or directing it.
I don't trust anything with the DCU. But if this turned out to be a good show, people are not going to show up because of everything that's gone on. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go, because I'm not the biggest Green Lantern fan. I know a little bit. I know that they've ignored a lot of the lore in the Green Lanterns. So I'm going to keep my eyes out for people who are true Green Lantern fans, and I'm going to watch and see what they say about this. I'm also going to go watch Tyrone Magnus's reaction, because the DCU fanboys, they love to glaze Tyrone when he says anything positive about the DCU, but yet they still fail to mention that, he did not like Super Me. He thinks Supergirl's going to be super mid. They glaze everything every time he says something.
Not every time he says something. What does DCU fans like about certain things about Tyrone Magnus is the fact that he is pretty neutral about stuff. But I guess he doesn't look into any of that.
Well, Tyrone's not a grifter. Tyrone said this. They're like worshiping at Tyrone's feet like this. Anytime he says anything positive about the DCU, this is the DCU fanboys. They are glazing him. Which is crazy, because I've actually given a little bit of props to some of the DCU stuff, like the Clayface trailer. I thought that was probably one of the best trailers they ever put out. But anytime Tyrone says something, man, my gosh, bro, you would think Jesus was coming on Earth right now, and everybody's like, this is.
No, it's because he is fair. He enjoyed certain things of Peacemaker. He enjoyed the Suicide Squad, I believe. And him not liking Superman is fine, because he is being fair. He doesn't nitpick the hell out of all that stuff. And it looks like some of your corners have Superman on them. So you did just a little bit, I believe. And that poster, I believe, is that poster in the corner, I believe, is the theatrical cut Justice League poster.
It's crazy, because that's how excited they are, because Tyrone he said one good thing about the DCU. It's so crazy. But I thought the teaser trailer number 2, this should have been the first teaser. This was a much better teaser than the first one. Maybe it changed because of all the backlash that the first teaser got that had no Green. And I still stand on what I say. I still think Lanterns is the wrong characters to do a more serious, grounded tone for.
I thought you didn't know much about lanterns.
because there are a lot of VFX, there are a lot of special effects that come with the Green Lanterns. Could they pull it off? Maybe, but I don't trust anything with the DCU. The teaser trailer number 2.
This is why people don't like you. Because you said you don't trust anything on the DCU. Versus Tyrone Magnus, he is skeptical. He does have negative things to say about it, the DCU, but he's more fair. There is a difference.
It was a better teaser than the first one. I'm not blown away. And like I said, if the show turns out to be good, it's gonna be sad because guess what? The DCU fandom has pushed everybody to the limits. Not only just them, but DC in general, James Gunn, everybody. They have pushed all the true DC fans away because they just don't care. They don't care for this universe. You can't sit here and dog on somebody for having a different taste than you, and then
like me getting death threats. Yeah, like me. Yeah.
You and then you want them to support something that you like. That's not how the world works. And yes, I did say James Gunn is also responsible because, as I forgot, he actually had a Snyder Bro joke in the Superman movie, but it got taken out. And I still want to see that in full context because I want to see what was said.
If it was taken out, how do you know it was there? Could have easily been at a person that wanted to troll and actually trolled. There's no proof that it was taken out.
But hey, like I said, man.
And Ryan Reynolds did joke about it too in one of the Deadpool movies.
It's a better trailer.
I think Barbie also mentioned the Snyderverse too. And then the other the new Deadpool thing also did the Calvary thing.
In the first one, but guess what? Fans are not gonna show up. Just like they're not going to show up for Supergirl. Supergirl
fans will show up. It's just the amount of fans. Certain groups of fans would boycott. That kind of thing.
Will be flopping in the theaters near you June 26th. And, people hate that I'm being honest, but that's just the harsh reality of this situation. People are not going to show up. People aren't going to show up for Lanterns. People aren't going to.
It's not harsh reality if you agree with it.
Show up for Supergirl, and people are not going to show up for Man of Tomorrow. And the delusional fan base can say whatever they want, but guess what? People didn't show up for Superman. They had
they did show up. It beat 3 Marvel movies. It beat if you add all the movies, superhero movie stuff too, it beat 9 DC extended universe movies, and it beat 12 MCU movies.
17 characters in it. People didn't show up for Creature Commandos. People didn't show up for Peacemaker because you've made a mockery of these characters. And then on top of that, with Peacemaker, man, you got tits, drugs, ass. You got just all that swinging on the screen. That's not DC.
What about Superman killing Zod, breaking his neck right in front of him, right in front of the camera? What about Batman shooting a lot of people, blowing up stuff?
DC, that's not DC content, man. So people just aren't going to show up. But much better trailer. I'll give it props. I give props when props are due. Much better trailer. I'm not gonna sit here and glaze it like the DCU fanboys want me to, because they want me to be, like I said, they want me to be like, oh my gosh, you know what? James Gunn is cooking.
I don't want you to do that. I don't know where you're getting that from.
The kitchen is on fire. The kitchen is on fire, and he is working up a miracle right here. That's no, absolutely not. That's how Shields act. It's okay trailer. It's a better trailer than the first.
I'm pretty sure you'll chill on the Snyderverse stuff, right?
First one. I give it a little bit of props. It was a better trailer than the first one, but I'm not sold. I don't trust anything with the DCU. And like I said, people just aren't going to show up, and people can hate what I say. But when the time comes for when the show comes out, when Supergirl comes out, we'll come back. We'll rehash on what I've said. And even what I said with Superman didn't do that well. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought about my Lanterns official teaser number 2 reaction. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like and hit that sub.
Okay. So here's another
Greatest weapon in the universe.
The ring of something from Hal to give it to John, then the passing of the torch, basically. But I like their dynamic. This looks dope. This looks to simultaneously be Lantern. Hal Jordan and John Stewart. I hope that they both can simultaneously be Lanterns. But if he has to take the ring, I forgot the ring of something from Hal to give it to John, then the passing of the torch, basically. But I like their dynamic. This looks dope. This looks epic. Epic. It looks gritty. It looks like what we want in DC. And Curse, they do everything because Marvel is just now getting there with Deadpool. When
Mr. Phenom says that you won't like it, but
they can have TV shows already there. Kyle Chandler, he's going to be a rough and rugged Hal Jordan. And I'm loving it because you still got to school John Stewart on how to be. You're going to get the backstory of John Stewart, how he's been like that, you know what I'm saying? Or why he's basically getting picked as being carrying the Green Lantern. I'm here for it all. So you can enjoy my reaction to Lanterns official.
that's
right there.
No, know how I got it.
Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it? Oh,
baby. The only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
and he likes me.
okay. So okay. I guess I got a like from that. I'm not sure.
Everybody is lying to us.
Not even here till we find out they're hiding. Dangerous part of the job. You need to be fearless.
How are you chosen for this?
It's only one question. Are you afraid?
Are you afraid? Incredible! Better than he's ever done it. Other teaser that they showed us. This should have been the thing that they expected. Instead of going full cosmic war epic right out of the gate, it is being built like an HBO detective thriller with heavy true detective vibes, grounded mystery storytelling, and two lanterns from completely different generations trying to solve a murder that may connect to something much bigger in the DC universe. So already this is set out to be something incredible. I think this is going to be incredible. I am so in Green Lantern, Hal Jordan way, but he's also going to be carrying that emotional baggage from the
so I definitely agree. It's gonna have a lot of emotional stuff. It's gonna go deep into the characters and actually see what's going on through that kind of idea. I'm gonna actually okay, I'm gonna go here. Go here. And
I'm excited for Green Lantern to return to the screen, even if it's the small screen. So let's get right into this.
Go.
So all right, let's do this. And 3, 2, 1, and play. I don't know what it is.
Exactly.
We're getting his flashback, both of their origins. Oh, interesting. This is breaking down this trailer specifically. I find it interesting that this is called an official teaser too. I feel like things don't usually get a second official teaser before an actual trailer, which is interesting.
Yeah,
I think it's because it's a TV show, though.
It showed a lot in the 2 minutes that we got. I don't really see the need for like a full trailer now.
It is interesting. Yeah, we got a lot of things. What did you think of this?
It looks really cool. I like. I mean, I liked the first teaser, but I think this shows more about because there was the report story that came out a day or two ago about there being the 10-year, not like gap,
Storylines.
yeah, storyline, and so it looks like we saw a little bit of that in this teaser. We saw green, so hopefully people won't complain about that anymore. But the all the stuff, the ring looked really cool.
We did get some cool stuff with it.
Yeah. So
Agree, yeah.
August can't come soon enough at this point.
I know. I'm
pretty excited.
so excited to delve into this. There are some cool teasers shown in this, and the fact that they call it a teaser, I think remains true because there's several things they tease that I'm like, that could be a certain thing, that could be a certain thing, but I don't. They don't fully show it, you know.
Yeah.
The biggest thing here that they did show was, well, I mean, we already knew Guy Gardner was in the show, but we got to actually see Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Well, let's go through this trailer.
Yeah, we don't know what
and see exactly all that was here. Because they did show some like cool things. We obviously got an awesome shot of the ring like before. And that ring look is growing on me. Like a lot of people, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, that's a little different. But
yeah,
you know, I think part of it is that's a little stylized because people just think of the Green Lantern ring just being green. I think the gold's around it to help it stand out a little bit on screen.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah, I like that. I know a lot of people online were thinking, oh, it's a red beam, so it's Atrocitus because you know, he's a red Lantern, all his constructs are red. But it's like these look more like legit lasers than.
I was gonna say these look like from like a ship or something.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's interesting. We have this trailer really is focusing on like a different kind of relationship between them, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Also,
they seem to be off of each other pretty well too. I'd say so far.
It does give a good what's the word I want to say, chemistry from them in the trailer, which is cool, and I do appreciate that a lot. And something that we know James Gunn did with Superman, and I wouldn't be surprised if they went through the same process with this show, especially since it's arguably just as important as he tested. And so I wouldn't be surprised of when Aaron Pierre and Kyle Chandler were among the finalists. Distance and like how fast they actually go, but like they're known to travel normally.
Yeah, I mean that almost looks like it would be. I don't know. It could be something coming to Earth. I mean, I think they're trying to make us think it's him just because of the shot.
That's interesting. John Stewart's in. Like, where would he have just gone it out of from here? We see he's carrying his land. Interesting.
I think he exploded something.
Something happened.
Blew up something. Yeah.
You see Kyle in the teaser.
Is the tagline for Green Lantern, "Are you afraid?" Because they say it a lot in the teaser. Maybe it's just for the show. I don't know.
That's not what I would say it is. It makes sense that they're not going to be showing much of the stuff yet because it's starting ground. So that's cool. His coloring there, it does almost look like casual clothing.
Yeah.
But it kind of reminds me of it kind of harkening back to his look and like his classic comic look. If you look at what that is after this, you'll be like, okay, I get where you're coming from, kind of an homage to that of sorts. So we'll see. That is he does have a military background. I don't remember specifically what he was part of and what it fully entailed, or honestly, I'm sure it's changed over the years too, because as characters grow older, they will also update their past to kind of keep current. Because if you stick with Spider-Man's origin and he aged in real time, that'd make him how old would he be? Let me see here. Spider-Man was made like
80 or 90 probably
years ago. That'd make him 80 years old. And he's still. I mean, they've aged him up some, but it's not like he's an old guy now.
Right.
But you get the point. Is they'll update stories and stuff. So I don't know how his has changed, but there's some really good stuff out there. So that's cool. It looks like John Stewart. I wonder if this is what John Stewart may have broken out of. Maybe he's in prison. Maybe that's a prison.
That's what I was saying. It looked like his outfit was prison related.
Yeah. And so it's interesting here because it's like Gardner's there.
Yeah, that haircut should be against his vows.
It's exciting to have Guy Gardner back because he was also in that. This is a cool shot there.
Yeah.
I guess this is about to go their origins, at least show them. It's not Hal with it. What is that?
This is like, initiation.
That kind of looks like his arm and hand there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, man.
Or the Green Lantern initiation,
Yeah, let me see. There's something going on, so he's having to run away. See here, we get to actually see him on a mission there. Yeah, that is really cool. Pretty cool. And then see him with the ring, John Stewart with the ring there. So Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely a bunch of
Mhm.
teases. That's just like, okay, what does that mean? And you know,
Yeah.
our first look is, but I hear there's some things that looks a little different than the comic.
Yeah, for sure. And then I can just quickly watch this one.
Nah. Jonathan from the anime. Let's get it.
In the universe. That's the whole ball game, Junior.
I need that ring. Ooh!
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money? No. Tell me how you got it. The ring. You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it. Oh shit, maybe you should have.
There's your more green. You
have to work for it.
fuck tarts.
I've been doing this since you were a baby. The only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body. But then he likes me. Everybody's lying to us. We're not leaving here until we find out what they're hiding. Dangerous part of the job. You need to be fearless. Are you afraid?
God, the young hell.
You afraid? Are you afraid?
Are you afraid? Ooh, guy. Ooh.
Jon Stewart.
I never doubted like what this series was gonna end up being. They may end up being trash, but for everything I'm saying, first of all, I trust HBO. It looks fucking good, man. Like it looks like quality built show based on story first, and then you add in the sci-fi, you know, like all the Green Lantern lore and all that stuff. But
like if it was Showtime,
I'm excited to
it's a
see
little
how
bit
they play off each
a
other.
little bit questionable. But Showtime's also
But I liked it.
it's worth it.
Liked it. I like it. Hit the like, subscribe, and share, all that jazz. Comment. Let me know what y'all think about this trailer. Let me know if y'all looking forward to the series. I am. But yeah.
So yeah, that's all right now. I could say, but overall, I was just doing that to show that people are enjoying it. People are liking all of this, and it does seem like people are hyped for it. So I'm gonna actually show you more.
Channel, we got another trailer reaction. We have teaser number 2. I figured they would give us an official trailer, but no, we're gonna give you a second teaser. This is the second teaser for the upcoming Lanterns on HBO, a show I was looking forward to. Although I do admit the first teaser really didn't do much for me. Hopefully this teaser changes that. That's important because I want to be excited for this stuff. If you guys are new to the channel, please do me a favor, smash the like and subscribe button. This is a WB trailer, which means copyright claim wasn't done. That's why they didn't show anything, you know, because a lot of maybe this is just wasn't done.
Power like that, shouldn't you have?
I'm wondering if the special effects in the first teaser just wasn't done. That's why they didn't show anything, you know, because a lot of or maybe this is just damage control, because a lot of criticisms, especially for me, was it looks like a really good show. Looks like a solid crime show, just didn't look like a Lantern show. That was my criticism. I never said it looked bad. I just said it looked good, but just not Lantern. They're definitely showing more Lantern stuff this time around.
Work for it.
I've been doing this since you were a baby. The only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
And he likes me. Everybody's lying to us. We're not even here till we find out.
Right?
Are you afraid?
Ooh, God. Oh man, every complaint I had with the first teaser, they fixed it. Every complaint I had in the first teaser. I didn't like the grittiness of the F-bombs for no reason. I didn't like the fact that they didn't show anything with the Lantern's powers or really anything. The first teaser, like I said, I was like, people are like, you want to hate everything. No, I said the first teaser looked like a good show, just didn't look like a good Lantern show. This looks good. Every complaint I had, right? Because the first teaser, man, they were like throwing F-bombs for no reason. And I'm fine with them throwing F-bombs, but not everything has to be dark and gritty like The Boys or Invincible. And even in Invincible, in the comics, they don't even throw the F-bombs, but they do it in the show like all the time. But I digress. But the complaints I had with the first teaser, they really damage control and fix a lot of that. Like I said, it could have been a situation where the special effects just weren't ready in the first teaser and they just wanted to get stuff out there. But this time we're seeing like the ring being used a lot. We're seeing different planets. We're seeing alien planets. We're seeing like way more Lantern things. Like would have been awesome if we saw Sinestro, something like that. That would have been awesome for sure. But this trailer, where I thought the first teaser was like a solid 6 because again, it looked like a good show. Just didn't look like a Lantern show. So I gave it a 6. I'm giving this like a solid 8 because now this is getting my excitement back up. And I think that's the purpose of it. You know, the purpose is to give you excited for this thing. And what I also this is more of a question to you, the audience. So my buddy Danny brought up in our live stream the other day that it looks like they're sharing the ring, that Jon Stewart doesn't have his own ring. With this trailer, it feels like Jon Stewart is the next in line to get Hal Jordan's ring. That's the way it looks like in this trailer, right? It's like they're not sharing the ring. It's like Hal Jordan knows that Jon Stewart is basically his apprentice and he's trying to get him ready for that ring. And we even see in this teaser where Jon Stewart said, I will do better than he ever has. So is this a situation where Hal Jordan is going to pass that ring down? Is Hal Jordan going to die by the end of this? Because we know Jon Stewart is in the upcoming Superman Man of Tomorrow movie. Hal Jordan is not. We see a glimpse of Guy Gardner. There's a lot of different things going on in this trailer we just don't have the answer to. But my question is to you, the audience. Do you think this is a situation where Jon Stewart will inherit Hal Jordan's ring? Is Hal Jordan going to be corrupted by Parallax going into the end of the season, maybe into next season? This trailer, unlike the first trailer, has me asking questions and has me excited to see where it's going to go. And you know what I got to do? I got to get rid of this Flash shirt and go get a Green Lantern shirt. It's just like, I was like, man, I got to grab like Superman, Flash, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with red today. But anyway, yeah, so I personally love this one. I'm very optimistic. I love this trailer a lot. And I'm curious. But I want to know what you guys think. Please do me a favor, smash that like.
Yeah, so see, he's hyped. And I'm a little curious about this guy right here.
Channel, guys, thanks so much for being here. So we're going to be doing the official reaction and breakdown to trailer number 2 of the upcoming DCU Lanterns series. I'm excited for the show. Let's dive in. I've not seen it. I have no idea what we're going to be in store for. I'm hoping we get to see some of the green constructs and powers and things like that. Let's dive in and see what's in store for us. Here we go.
He's
3,
more optimistic.
2, 1.
I'm sort of curious about how he's done.
Definitely looks 10 times better than the first trailer that we got. It definitely does. There's a lot to get to here. So obviously they're talking in a bar here. And he's saying, with that amount of power, did you have to interview it? Did you have to interview for it? You have to work hard for it, all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot that's surrounding the kind of the philosophy of, you know, having the power, having the ring, how you earn the ability to have the ring, to use its power. So a lot of the show is probably going to focus on the two great.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually hold on real quick. Gotta. Okay, sorry about that. Kind of wondering why no one's really wanting to be here, but
Green Lanterns. Obviously, you've got the rookie, you've got the grizzled veteran, and again, a lot of philosophy surrounding the use of the ring. You know, the authority that comes with it, the power, the responsibility, all that kind of stuff, which is a good conversation to get into. I kind of like that. I do. Okay, and then we see some of the green construct powers. So we saw this in the teaser clip they released yesterday. I did a video for it on the channel yesterday.
Yeah.
So we see these kind of laser beams coming down from the sky, and then we see Hal Jordan there. We can see his arm reached out. We can see the glowing ring, and we can see this kind of dome forming over the street as these kind of rays of these kind of laser beams come down, I should say. Again, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I like the color grading. I swear in the teaser, it was a little bit darker. The green looks a bit brighter here than what it did in that teaser that was released yesterday. That may just be me, but I'm pretty sure it does. Okay, yeah. So we see, obviously, we see that dome forming, like I say, and that big laser coming down. And again, I think it looks pretty good. From a CGI perspective, it does look good. Okay, let's keep going. So again, you've got Jon Stewart there talking about the ring, you know, what gives you the right to use the ring, the power, and kind of the responsibility and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that conversation. And again, wearing the ring, we see it start to glow there, which is kind of cool.
So it's a whole thing of like earning the ring versus like him thinking that's like, oh, you should be interviewed and seeing how you're like, versus Hal was more earning the ring and the ring chose him instead of him going to the ring. There's a difference.
Okay, this is amazing. This is so cool. The fact that he used the ring to make forged money so he could put it in the jukebox. that is so something that people would do in real life though. You know, like with the ring, you can literally construct anything. You can make anything that you can conjure up in your mind. You can pretty much make, but it's crazy. Yeah. He's like, did you just forge money? And he's like, yeah. And then he puts it in the jukebox. I love that so much. There's so much you can do in this series with that, just that notion alone. Like, you think of all the situations you could be in, right? And you can create anything you can imagine. Like, there's just like the most craziest situations and craziest contraptions you could make with your ring to get out of any kind of scenario. And they're going to have a lot of fun with that in this series, I think. Okay, let's keep going forward. From DC Studios. Okay, and again, wearing the ring. So they're walking into this kind of diner scene here, and you can see the diner's been wrecked. It looks like a crime has taken place. Someone's been murdered. You know, a death's happened. Is it Sinestro? Is it someone linked to Sinestro? Is it someone else completely? Whatever the case is, it's got to be other.
Sorry about that.
Worldly, otherwise they wouldn't have the Green Lanterns just investigating a regular Earthbound murder. So I think there's got to be something more fantastical to whatever this crime, you know, whatever's happened here, because you wouldn't call in, you know, you wouldn't call in the Lanterns otherwise. Okay, let's keep going forward. And so someone comes out with a machine gun, starts shooting at Hal Jordan, and he has the green construct kind of force field going around him. We see that, which is kind of cool. So we're going back to the bar there. And there's Jon Stewart. So he's kind of training. It looks like, you know, he's a veteran. He used to be in the army. He used to be a sniper of some sort. And we see several kind of flashback scenes of him being... Obviously, usually in the comics, it's the ring that chooses the Green Lantern, not the other way around. It's not the Green Lantern that trains for the ring. It's usually the ring that chooses the person, I believe. So they may be doing it the other way around here. But yeah, he's a guy of respect. He's a veteran. He's a soldier. Obviously,
he understands what they're doing. But there were a few instances that a person did train to become a Green Lantern, but it didn't work out. So it is possible to train to be a Green Lantern. You just need to be good at whatever you're training to be a Green Lantern for, kind of thing.
Along with that comes, you know, the discipline, you know, the responsibility and all that kind of stuff as well. Okay, so again, he's saying, you'll get the ring over my dead body. So Hal Jordan, very grizzled, very old, veteran, you know, takes no shit. I kind of love it. And Kyle Chandler, he was cast really well in this role. I love Kyle Chandler. Okay, let's keep going forward. And then he flies off. Again, the CGI is looking a bit weird in the flying scenes, I have to be honest. And it looks like we can see him flying across the sky there. If that's not Hal Jordan, that's something else. But let's keep going forward. He lands in the middle of the road. We get some cowboys. So this is kind of where the true detective part comes in, you know, where it's kind of a rural crime investigation, boots on the ground type thing. So they're doing some investigating. We've got Jon Stewart there making his way through this kind of crime scene. It's not glowing, so maybe it's run out of energy. I'm not exactly sure. And there's a bunch of guys there surrounding him with rifles. And this is probably where Hal Jordan probably comes to his rescue, I would imagine. I'm not exactly sure, but it'd be interesting to find out how he gets out of that scenario. Then it looks like we're on another planet. So it's not just taking place on Earth. There are going to be scenes from other planets in this as well. I mean, they are a police, like a galactic police force.
It's Precinct Earth. That's the difference. It's not Earth. It's Precinct Earth. It's a section of the space that has Earth in it, and Earth is like the main thing that revolves around a lot of the space thing in that area. That's why Darkseid was after Earth, because a lot of the life forces come from Earth.
So you would expect some other planets in, you know, space kind of scenes here. And it looks like that's what we're getting. And we see our first shot there in the official costume. Kyle Chandler, Hal Jordan in the costume there. And yeah, I mean, does it look better than when we first saw it? The first shot we saw was it hanging up in that dark closet. Still, we don't really get a good shot. It's in a very dark environment. We don't get a good look at the green. Does the ring illuminate the costume? Or does the costume just remain as a material Earthbound type of costume? I'm not exactly sure. But whether the kind of the logo glows or the green glows when he's using the powers, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, it does look better than when we first saw it in the closet, so to speak. I think at least. And there we go. We see him there in a prison construct. He's kind of locked away in this kind of prison. Not exactly sure what's happening here. Maybe he gets locked away in a prison, and then Jon Stewart has to come to the rescue. Not sure, but again, very fascinating to see what happens there. Okay, so flashback scenes here to Jon Stewart in the military. Looks like he's diving out.
Visiting the person he's looking at. And then the close off thing is the other person.
We get a look at Guy Gardner there, so it does look like Guy. This is where we see him at. So this is what's interesting, right? So this looks like to be in the past. So we know it's taking place in 2016 and 2026. So we've got Jon Stewart here as a sniper in the military, and we see this house in the woods explode. And you'll notice I tried to say this in my reaction, but it was moving too fast. As it explodes, there where my mouse is, you can see the green construct. So it looks like a Green Lantern was there. Again, look, you see the explosion, and then you see the green puff there where the mouse is. So that leads me to believe that something happened with one of the Green Lanterns here. And again, you can just see it there, the green puff of smoke coming out of the dust. So did Jon Stewart actually see the Green Lantern before he even knew what Green Lanterns were? Or did he know that Green Lanterns exist? When he was in the military, maybe he already knew of the Green Lanterns, and maybe he spotted one here on a military mission. I'm not sure, but it's interesting to see that there was a Green Lantern there. And then they just have a conversation at the end. Green Lanterns glow, and then Lanterns August the 16th. So there we go, guys. So that's kind of everything that's going on there. I think it's a really fascinating trailer. Again, it's 10 times better than the first trailer they put out. We get a look at, Jon Stewart in the military, the Green Lantern.
So yeah, pretty much
constructs a great look.
So overall, it is out. So I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. So the Green Lantern hand one is that one. So we're gonna. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to this one first.
Back to another reaction video. In today's reaction, we're reacting to the Lanterns trailer to
They
I think
released in
he's
the
a little
last
more
couple of hours.
optimistic than the people
We're
that
here
he
to react
worked
to
with.
it. Without further ado,
with.
let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Of course it is. Oh, okay, there's more green in this. Yes. He Yes, you did. Don't deny it. The ring. Oh. Yes. 16th. Let's go. Okay, that was Lanterns trailer 2, guys. Hey, we got green in this trailer. We got green in this trailer. Yes. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. I can't wait for the show to drop in August. I'm definitely going to be reacting to the show. That's 110%. I think they've done really well with this series. I cannot wait to see the show, watch it, give you guys my honest reaction to each episode. So, guys, DC fans are eating good. This summer, the DC fans are eating good. We got My Adventure with Superman next month. Then we've got Supergirl as well, and then after that we got Lanterns. Like, come on, what DC fans aren't expecting? We even got Lego Batman coming out this literally tomorrow. So, guys, this is amazing. I cannot wait for the series to come out. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions of the Lantern, the first one. Let me know your thoughts. I'm excited. I really love the brooding Hal Jordan type of person. I'm digging it, and I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait for the show to release. But that is enough of me ranting. Guys, I hope you enjoyed what you guys are watching right
Okay, I'm gonna go here, share screen. I'm gonna watch this
official
one.
teaser 2. This is coming out on HBO Max.
I believe they're kind of a little neutral.
August the 16th. Are you afraid? That's what it says. I did see teaser 1. We didn't get to see so much, but I actually thought that would get the trailer by now. But hey, getting another teaser. We're going to check this one out and see what it's like.
Did you say you did see, or did we?
I can't remember if we both watched it or if I watched it. I can't remember. Yeah, but I did. I know I did.
Okay.
But we're going to check this one out. Here we go.
This ring,
New Lantern trailer, guys.
greatest weapon in the universe.
For money? No.
I need one.
Tell me how you got it. The ring.
You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have. Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it?
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing this since you were a baby.
Oh.
I think he likes me.
Ah.
Everybody is lying to us.
You're not leaving here until we find out what. Are you?
Oh, he's got the suits. Oh.
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
So he's wearing it?
And he does. Yeah. Does that mean he's killed him? 'Cause he
Yeah,
said, over my dead body.
They're going to end up working together, isn't it? And Lanterns trailer, guys, obviously coming out August the.
I don't remember watching it then.
You didn't watch it then.
No.
August the 16th. See, I don't know much about Lanterns, I have to admit. Obviously, I've seen the Green Lantern, the Ryan Reynolds movie kind of thing, and obviously, you know, but besides that, I don't know so much about it. But this is a lot more in this teaser than there was in the first teaser. They didn't show that much. It was just more or less, it feels like, even though it's a superhero sort of series based on Green Lantern, it seems like it's more like a buddy cop kind of TV series, but with the superhero element in it. So it's not, it doesn't feel like, because it just shows, even though they've shown with the suit, they have the, it's got so many other things going. You had the bit of the
Okay, and that's all for that one. Might actually just go to this one. Oh yeah.
What's going on, everyone? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to C-Roll Productions, where we cover Marvel, DC, horror, and pop culture. This show, Lanterns, is going to be the introduction to Hal Jordan and John Stewart in kind of like a buddy cop lethal. I enjoyed. I know I got a lot of flack. There wasn't a lot of green. There wasn't a lot of constructs, but I thought that it was a solid, good first teaser trailer. I mean, what do you expect them to show for the first trailer? You don't want to reveal too much, but you have to really start to pack in a punch. You have to really see a lot of wow moments in this second trailer, you guys. But studios, biggest fan of Guy Gardner and Superman. I thought it was a little bit too goofy for me, but I get it. That's the character, the whole bowl cut thing. I'm curious to see how he's going to interact with Hal Jordan also being, you know, a Green Lantern as well, and why he wasn't mentioned in Superman. It's quite fascinating to me, this whole world building within DC Studios. So far, I think James Gunn is off to a strong start. Can't wait to see, you know, John Stewart show up, you know, as Green Lantern in Man of Tomorrow, which they are currently shooting right now. Super stoked, cannot wait. Well, you guys, let's check out this brand new teaser for Lanterns. Let's get it. All right, you guys ready? One.
Weapon in the universe. Ball game, Junior.
Sick.
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money? No.
Love it.
You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't enter before.
He's chosen. Oh.
Maybe you should have. Power like that, should you have to work for it?
I've been doing this since you were a baby. The only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
Is that a tease?
I think he likes me. Dangerous.
Was it for this? It's only.
Where's Sinestro? Oh! Got him in the suit finally. Guy Gardner.
And I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Let's go. A solid second trailer. We finally got to see green. I know there was a massive uproar for that first trailer. There was no green. Where's the green? There are constructs. They're making things. We are seeing the power set within this second teaser trailer, you guys. Looks good. I love the green. I'm still iffy on the suit. I don't know while he uses the ring, his actual suit will light up. Let's just all take a moment and appreciate that it's not completely CGI like Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern suit, which he's always dug at in all of his movies, talking shit about Green Lantern and that suit. But I'm really curious to see how John Stewart is going to look in his official suit. And if it's going to be slightly different, because Hal Jordan confirmed, he was like, I've been doing this shit since you were a baby. That's a long time. I don't know how old John Stewart is in this series, but if he's been Green Lantern for like 15 to 20 years, that's kind of wild to me. That's a long time. And I don't know if they plan on killing Hal Jordan in this series. Now, I know that there are rumors that there's a strong possibility he won't make it out. And, you know, he's like, you're going to have to kill me to get this ring off my body, blah, blah, blah. I think they're kind of hinting towards it that Hal Jordan won't make it out by the end of this season. And John Stewart is going to be the newly Green Lantern, you know, potentially going to be lined up with David Cornsweet Superman and the whole Justice League whenever they decide to really flesh out that story. Because Aaron Pierre, alongside David Cornsweet, you guys, that's a beautiful, beautiful duo right there. I mean, come on now. Can you imagine them in full suit, just, you know, with the Justice League? That scream where John Stewart is going to be, you know.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, there's potential in this for sure. Yeah, so there is potential in this for sure. I'm just
I'm going to be reacting to the Green Lantern TV series. It's called Lanterns, but I call it Green Lanterns because it's about the Green Lantern Corps and probably the Yellow Corps or whatever. But let's take a dive and see what this is about. I'll give you guys my honest review. Let's get into it. All right.
Cool.
They was going to show Sinestro. Dang, they're not going to show Sinestro. I know he's in the show, but man, this is a good trailer to me, at least. But I'm confused. Is it just one ring?
Maybe, possibly.
Someone help me. I don't know if this I don't know. We gotta wait and see. I'm not gonna make any judgments. So far, my review on this trailer is really good. I loved everything I've seen about it. Yeah, I got no complaints. Maybe obviously everybody's complaints.
I'm gonna actually test this one out. So far, no one's watching, but I'm gonna be here to wait. No, nobody. Hold on. Okay. So there was I'm gonna actually see how this works.
Lanterns official teaser number 2 is dropped. They're the best DC project yet with this. Are you? That was awesome. And I love that line. Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Man, God, I'm telling you, I feel Kyle has the Hal charm from the.
Okay, so far, nobody. Okay, I'm gonna stop that and this one.
That was an incredible trailer. That
looks like an interesting show I want to watch.
That was like a fascinating sci-fi crime drama involving a couple of Green Lanterns. That looks why.
Okay.
I want to watch that so bad right now. I want to know what's going on.
I'm intrigued. We saw Yellow Ring, yes.
I think we saw something that looked like yellow energy. We know Sinestro's in this.
Yes.
We know for a fact Sinestro's in this. We got our first look at Laura Linney, who a lot of folks have been theorizing is going to be Star Sapphire. I'm not sure how I feel about that anymore. We didn't see much of her in the trailer. I mean, she could still be Carol Ferris, but yeah. Why wasn't and again,
okay.
This is a very good trailer. This is a very good trailer.
I'm interested in this show. Yeah, I have not been, and I've talked about that earlier. Is like the two things we've gotten before. I'm like, I'm not sure. Like, look, you're gonna do the things you want to do with these characters in the movies. I'm intrigued why this is who Hal Jordan is.
I am too. I know we got confirmation over the last week that this is going to pull the True Detective thing of having two separate timelines going on. So we're going to see flashbacks and we're going to see present day, which we absolutely saw in the trailer. So that we saw that we saw Hal wearing that interesting look of a Green Lantern suit, which has me thinking that's not necessarily a Green Lantern suit, as maybe some kind of like space travel suit or something.
Well, did you notice what was missing?
What?
He's not wearing a mask. There's no sense of secret identity in this.
You're absolutely right.
Which is interesting because he's a Green Lantern in that old newscast. He's saying who he is and what he's doing. So that'd be interesting. He's also one of the only Green Lanterns who has a secret identity.
It's true. I hadn't actually considered that. You know, honestly, it harkens back to, I know the movie's not good, but it harkens back to that line from the Ryan Reynolds movie where Blake Lively's like, I've seen you naked. You think I wouldn't recognize you if I couldn't see your cheekbones? Like, it's like, yeah, the domino mask only really does so much. And when you're at the end of the day, you know, meant to be
space cops. What do you need a mask for? You're, you know,
Well, it's like that CGI cartoon where they're out and about and someone's like, why do you have that thing on your face? And Kilowog's like, he thinks it keeps his identity secret because they have to do that on Earth. Nobody else does that.
Yeah, I mean, no guy doesn't do that from what we've seen. So
Stewart doesn't, and Kyle Rayner did, but anyway.
Kyle Rayner did, but Kyle Rayner, who, you know,
was replacing Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm curious how they're going to play with the lore a little bit, because there is something to be said about the idea of, what the Guardians on O aren't going to give a shit about your secret identity. They want you protecting the galaxy.
Yeah, and it also makes me wonder. Again, does Hal make it out of this? Or do they give a different ring? So that's given that I haven't heard.
I'm sorry.
No, given that they have, from my understanding, confirmed Aaron Pierre is in Man of Tomorrow, but Kyle Chandler is not.
Yeah.
I'm really leaning towards either he's like, I'm done, I'm retiring, have fun, or he doesn't make it out of the show.
I think there's a version of this where it's like it's a Parallax situation, the Hal Jordan becoming Parallax, and maybe because it almost looked like in that shot where we saw a bit of yellow, you know, they kept hearing the word fear over and over again. We heard the word fear a lot, which, you know, yellow ring, fear.
Yeah.
But the lasers and stuff coming down, attacking that he blocks with the green ring, and that could be a color grading thing, obviously. It almost
red.
Was it red or orange?
I mean, either way.
That could be other lanterns.
Lasers, or it could be other lanterns.
It could be other lanterns.
Again, it's called Lanterns, not Green Lanterns.
I think that's exactly the point I was going to make. Is this show is called Lanterns. Lanterns. Yeah. I think based on just what we've seen in this, there is a conversation. And we know that this is a lived-in DCU.
Yeah.
This is a vast lore.
And this comes out in August, right?
August. This comes out a month after Supergirl.
So we have 3 months of potentially another trailer.
I think we're getting another trailer at this point, because that first one at this point almost doesn't count. You know what I mean?
So that's that one. I'm gonna actually go to. So far, no one's been there, so I'm gonna go here.
When, if you use it, that's the whole ballgame, Junior.
That ring to counterfeit.
It's over. And that would. Are you afraid?
You're afraid.
Inspired
That's
by
young.
him.
How?
Are you afraid?
Oh, so like Jon Stewart knew about young Hal Jordan on TV. Interesting. Hello, guys. My mom calling me. All right. Okay, that's how the suit looks. Okay.
You afraid?
Wait, who's he talking to? Is that supposed to be Sinestro?
You afraid?
That's what I'm saying. We're not completely sure that's Sinestro or not, but like it is like people are definitely questioning.
Oh, that's Joe Sargent. Guy. So we got to pick it. We got to look at Guy. Where's the comic guy? It's funny how these DCU shills say we need comic accurate costumes, bro. Like we need comic book accuracy. There's no fucking.
See, this is my issue of Shine though. He does really poke the bear on the whole James Gunn fan stuff when he's like making blanket statements. Saying all James Gunn fans are like this and everything. It's like it is kind of annoying.
Comic accuracy in the costume, but we gotta look at Guy. Okay.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
I want to see Aaron in the suit.
Are you
afraid?
Ooh, cool. Saying him as a sniper. I like Aaron Pierre. Like he he could be fine for the role, bro. He's like they should have casted a dark skin actor, but like I will say, like the guys, I love the guys. No homo. I like the guy's face, like the guy's bone structure and stuff, like his freaking jawline and everything. Like he has a great face. But he still should have casted Trevante Rhodes, Woody McClain. They would have been better to represent the character. But this guy, he's in freaking phenomenal shape, handsome dude. I just this clip of him loaded up the sniper. Like I love that imagery. You know, you see it. Unlike you weirdos, you know, I actually own the comics and stuff. And by the way, when I say you weirdos, if you think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. My real fans know I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the weirdos. But we need to see this guy in the suit, bro. That's cool, bro.
Because, that is good that he clarified that, but it is weird that he's not really like, yeah.
Why not show a clip of him making? He better make a freaking construct sniper. That's what we need to see, him make a construct sniper.
I was raised fearless.
and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Then go and get it, Jon Stewart.
So we're not gonna see him. Okay, that's kind of boring, but all right. I mean, look, it has me more excited. I'll say that. It has me more excited than the last teaser. This should have been a teaser. Yeah, this should have been a teaser.
Yeah.
Has me more excited than the last teaser. So I say that. I'm excited for the show. But I was also excited for James Gunn's Superman. It ended up being a massive disappointment. It ended up being not good. So I don't know.
It's more opinion based though. So like some people liked it, some people
We'll
didn't.
see. Like we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Great.
It's interesting, like seeing him on TV. It looks like it's gonna be a good show. Maybe it's just not a great Green Lantern show, but it looks like it's gonna be a pretty interesting, good show. I like the flashbacks. I don't know why they cast this old ass man to play Hal Bro, but we'll see. What do you guys think? Wish they gave us a peek at Sinestro, but they should have dropped this as the teaser. This is way better than the last one, so that's the upside.
So I had to clear that up, saying that after him possibly dying, it is possible that he could be something else, you know. So yeah, that's what I have. I'm gonna actually say okay, I'm gonna do that. Possibly gonna do that. Not sure if that could work. So yeah, been here for a little while, but here is how things. So overall, I'm not overly excited the fact that no one is really watching. I did leave this here for anyone to actually want to do anything. But sadly, nothing. But I guess more people are gonna watch this after the fact, so I can probably just end it here and comment to people later. For some reason, it still says one person's watching. So I don't know. But overall, I'm just gonna see how all this plays out. Wanting to see how this works. And of course, if someone wants me to go back to back live, I can do that. But yeah, that's. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I. Okay, I'm gonna actually end it. Sorry, couldn't do anything, but